Hi everybody, Ebeez here. Welcome to today's video. So today's video is the first in an ongoing series of updates on my ZorinOS 18 core install and weekly operation. Well, in terms of updates, absolutely nothing to report. It's been really stable, really reliable, rebooted, done the updates, job done. Now, I am, as you know, really a gamer at heart, and I've been watching with interest Jeff's new series, which is the Dark Mod, and Jeff inspires me to do a lot of things that I wouldn't normally do. So the first thing, obviously I had my main games that I wanted to stream, which is Guild Wars 2 and World of Warships, and then I had my video series games down the right hand side. But thanks to Jeff, I've gone ahead on ZorinOS and had a thorough crack. So the first thing I've installed is Morrowind to go with the Oblivion and Skyrim, and I installed excuse me, Open Morrowind. This of course is the Linux version of Open Morrowind, and absolutely flawless on ZorinOS. So if you're into older games and you really enjoy them on your Windows, but your Windows 10 is now end of life, have no reservations whatsoever about upgrading from Windows 10 to Zorin OS Linux. Now, I've done this very quickly. As you can see, Argonian I really fancied. So that's what we've gone for, and he's a warrior. Now, where Jeff and I kind of deviate is I've gone for an original Morrowind adventure. I've not installed a shed load of mods. I was very tempted to install Umo and do a modded build. But as you can see from the way the game's running, we've got pretty much a full vanilla experience, which is what I really wanted, especially when it comes to the story and questing. And installed Morrowind via Steam, which was a little over a gig, then installed Open Morrowind as recommended on their website as an app image, and pretty much let it rip and roll, and that's where we're at. It looks fantastic, although it's pretty much vanilla. Of course, it's got the enhancements that Open Morrowind had, but we've not got a single game-changing mod installed. We've got no money boost, nothing. This is just the raw vanilla game, and if we die, we die. The other thing I've done is alternate map keys on the keyboard, because I'm on my brand new tiny keyboard, my new gaming keyboard, and that's worked really well. So I can't remember who made that suggestion. I will check the comment, but thank you very much. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It works absolutely beautifully. Okay, so I can vouch 100% if you're somebody who loves playing older games and relishes the challenge of installing them and getting them to run on Linux, well, mightily disappointed you're going to be, because it's a relatively simple and straightforward affair to do. Long gone are the days of hours of toiling in the terminal to get stuff to work. It's very simple. Just install your game via Steam, bring your Open Morrowind down, run the installation wizard, fill in all the bits and pieces, and you, my friend, are good to go. Wow, that's going to cost 47 gold. That was expensive, but anyway. So I'm looking for a steel pauldron. That's a leather pauldron, not what we wanted. And he doesn't have any. Bloody typical. Nope, he doesn't. I thought we might get, we've currently got the steel left and we need the steel right. So I thought he might be able to edificate, but clearly not. Okay, so the reason I've got a bit of gold is I stole the 600 gold tray from the starter area and then sold it at Zeta. While I'm here, I'll just check to see if the other vendors have got a steel pauldron. If not, we'll have to go and scavenge one. It's that simple. We could do with a good scavenging anyway. Value 3,000. I specifically wanted a silver sword. Devil Spear's pretty good. Value is 165. Demon Taranto, value 125. Bound Dagger for 60 seconds on self. Very nice, but not what I was after. Okay, goodbye, young sir. So, the last hope that we've got is checking the pawnbroker. I think that this person here we'll check it out, but I'm sure they only sell cloth robes and stuff like that. As I say, it's purely vanilla. There's no mods to anything. It's as it comes out the box, with the exception of open Morrowind, iron short sword. I've currently got the silver short sword equipped, and as you can see, no suitable armour. Okay, so the last thing we'll try is the pawnbroker, and failing that, we're gonna have to get our chubby arses through some dungeons and get some scavving done, just saying. But before that, we need to do a couple of quests at Zeta to get a couple of items. He does have no, that's an iron cuirass. I'm loath to go ahead and buy anything because I think we can. Is that chitin? Yeah. Okay, well, cure disease and slow fall potion. And of course we can fortify health potion. We'll have that every day of the week. Slow fall and cure disease, we'll have that. We'll buy that off of them. Can't really come here and not spend any money, just saying. And I can't remember. I think it's F1. In which case I am buggered. Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to use those potions manually. We do have the quick save facility all done via mapping some different keys, which is terrific. I love this little keyboard to bits. So this was a relatively straightforward affair on ZorinOS. A few clicks, about 5 minutes, and it's all up and running and absolutely fantastic. So we're all ready to begin our adventures. Oh, nice face paint. We're all ready to begin our adventures on the Morrowind. Okay, so let me just save this away here. We'll do a quick save and then we'll do a master save on the Ebeez, as we have got a lot to do on this playthrough, the vanilla playthrough. And there you go. So that's our beautiful Morrowind. Of course, I've added the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I'd already got Skyrim installed, Farming Simulator, Valheim. These are all future sort of Let's Plays that I want to do alongside the live streams. The live streams will basically be limited to Guild Wars 2 with the odd bit of World of Warships thrown in. Now, I also installed Star Wars The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is Coda 2. And again, I installed this as a straight Linux installation. So this is not using any Proton. It's a straightforward, simple affair. It's modded up to the nines, but that's via the Steam Workshop. So, you know, this is my second old game after Morrowind that I've got installed that I'm absolutely delighted with. So that's 2 for 2, and neither of them were a challenge in any way, shape or form. So again, you know, if any of you have got any doubts as to how difficult it is to get much older games running on ZorinOS Linux, well, please let me allay them fears. You have absolutely no fears whatsoever. It's a piece of cake. The games run and look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so now for a game that was a real challenge. Jeff is currently playing the Dark mod, which is like a free and open source version, a community driven version of the original Thief series. Now, I have all the Thief series on Steam. However, and I went ahead and downloaded every single mission that's available. It's a few gigs worth, but it's worth it. However, before I could even think or consider playing this game, which I don't know when it was actually written and put together and made and published, Thief Gold, I believe, is 1998. And to get this to run in modern day resolutions with modern day hardware, because when I tried it originally, the original Thief game loaded up in 800 by 600 and that was it. There were no other options. However, downloading and installing 2 mods, I've got no loaded go, I've got no save games. Start training. Downloading and installing 2 mods fixed all of this. Now this of course is a Windows game, so this is running via Steam via Proton Beta 10, and then I installed the fix and the mods to the Steam install directory, and again it was simplicity itself. I expected this game to be my worst nightmare to get running. The absolute simplicity itself, and if you own this game and haven't played it, I highly recommend you have a playthrough of it. I'm going to be doing a full Let's Play on the original Thief Gold. There's little point me doing a full playthrough on the Dark mod, as Jeff's already doing that, so I'll just leave that to Jeff. This is the original series. Now I've got Thief Gold, Thief 2, Thief 3, and then the later release of Thief. So 4 games in all. So again, throughout 2026. All these games that I'm showing you will be video Let's Plays. They won't be live streams. The live streams will be primarily Guild Wars 2 with the odd splattering of World of Warships. So there we go, difficulty normal, continue, and it looks and runs beautiful considering it's a 1998 game. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, sir. Absolutely amazing. Stay in the shadows and avoid the light. That's all we have to do to complete this first bit of the tutorial. Wow. Oh. Okay. Well, for an old game, this should be an absolute piece of cake, shouldn't it? Really? Should be just a walk in the park. There we go, Ebeez. Look at that. Silky smooth. Not a single stutter. It did make me giggle when I was downloading one of the resolution fix mods, and it did inform me that I would need quite powerful hardware. I suppose if I had a P90 with inbuilt sys-chip graphics on the motherboard, well, I'm guessing then we'd have issues, but in 2025 with the hardware we've got available, absolute piece of cake without being heard this time. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to doing let's plays of all of these games, and I think doing them via videos will give me a lot more control over them, and will also suit the schedule much better. Thank you. So, as I say, the live streams, well, I'm going to continue live streaming because I do enjoy it, but I'll probably only do it once, maybe twice tops a week. The rest of the time it will be video content, and I think that's going to be a much better use of my time. And there you go, he never heard a thing. Didn't even know we were there. So there you go. So anyway, look, I just wanted to demonstrate and show you how good the ZorinOS has been so far in the first week of, I'm sure it's there somewhere, there it is, and I really do need to change that. In the first week of use, it's at the stage now where everything that I want is perfectly installed, configured and running beautifully, and it was so easy to do using the power of Steam and Proton. So much easier than messing about with wine or wine tricks, you know, and all that malarkey. So much nicer than using Lutris or, you know, any other of the Windows app stroke game launchers that's available for Linux. So there you go, everybody. So far, 9 out of 10 for me on the Zorin. Hopefully that will continue. I'll try and do these videos once a week, so you have a weekly update. And if there's nothing to report, then I won't do a video. Simple as that. So if there's no weekly video on ZorinOS, it basically means everything's fantastic and there's pretty much nothing to tell you. Okay, everybody, if any of you have got any questions or want any help or information, please feel free to post under the video. Have a wonderful week. Much love to each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care all. Much love.